attend the subcommittee meetings. I think he's very well qualified for it. I just question, his availability here at our regular meetings, and we saw what happened with trying to bring something back up again because he wasn't here. I just hate to see the process delayed. If you're able to do it, no, if you're able to do it, Tim, I think you're very well qualified for it. But you know your schedule better than the other four of us at the table. In your honest opinion, are you able to fulfill the duties of the subcommittee? Yes or no?
I have been fulfilling the duties of the subcommittee, and I, through the chair, I'd like to address that matter. I don't know why we didn't have the friendly offline discussion through the chairman or whatnot. I've been to the subcommittee meetings, but for it to be said that I haven't been to 7 meetings.
Regular meetings here, not 7 subcommittee meetings, 7 meetings here.
Is a bit off base, and I've been there. The only meetings that I've missed were the last ones. I informed both the chairman of the budget subcommittee, the chairman of the school committee, and the superintendent of why I would not be present. And I leave it at that. I'm more than capable of meeting these meetings. I would ask in the future that we not play these things out in the press.
The press just happened to be here.
And that we handle it, through a simple email or phone call. I stepped down in the fall from the chairmanship position because I was not able to give the attention that it was required, in my opinion, to keep that position. And when the time comes for, where I have to go and do that again, then, I'll do that. I'll come forward and be forthright with it. I think it's a little disingenuous to do that when I'm not even here.
Can I just rebut real quick? Just a
I
friendly...
Mr. Sullivan had his...
Okay, it's a friendly little...
Gotcha. Mr. Sullivan?
Just wanted to offer, in the spirit of communication and coverage, if I particularly are on any boards, subcommittees rather, town subcommittees, and they're not a subcommittee of our school committee, feel free to give me a call if I attend it and you can't make it, if you have any questions. I don't know, because that's would be a conflict if it was a subcommittee, but I don't see.
Okay. I think most of us will probably do that, and that's very generous.
What I had stated is very competent on the subcommittees. My concern arose from the 7 meetings or so, give or take, that have been missed in general session here as a school committee body. Representing us in a budget season and going forward and not knowing what the direction is while we're sitting and discussing what the whole 5 of us or 4 of us at the time would be discussing and taking that back to a subcommittee, that's what my concern was. If I don't know what his schedule looks like, if he's going to be making any more meetings, I'm glad he's here today. But is that going to affect, not being here, I think it affects the subcommittees, especially budget, because we had a lot of budget discussion tonight. And he at least knows where everyone stands because he was here today, and he'll be able to go back to the subcommittee and reflect our thoughts properly. If you're not here, you don't know that. That was my concern. If he stays on the committee, I don't have a problem if he's able to do it, because he's more qualified for it than I am. I'm sure of it.
I'd like to echo that. I think it's I just wonder how much damage is done when you switch positions midstream, when we probably have the most highly qualified people in those positions. Did you want to make a motion that we...
I just wanted to address it.
Okay.
No, I'm not making a motion to have him removed. I just wanted to get him to say that he's able to fulfill the duties of it and give him the opportunity if he wasn't, hey, I'm traveling next month for the whole month or 2 months, whatever it might be, to just let us know so we can make an adjustment if we need to.
Okay.
If he's able to fulfill the duties, so be it.
All right, very good. Okay, correspondence. I have one thing here. It's annual meeting rescheduled for the Massachusetts Association of School Committees. If anyone's interested in that, it looks like it's going to be March 14th. It's a $10.
I'm planning to attend, so I'll
Do you
fill
need
it
this?
out. No,
I missed your thing, sorry.
Or if you're
I
going to, you have your own.
actually have it.
Okay,
Thank you.
Super, great. Anything else?
New business, I have a couple of things. One was when we moved off the calendar the February 23rd school committee meeting. That was going to be the night for a public hearing. I would like to suggest that we do the public hearing instead, so basically adjusting the budget development timeline, that we do the public hearing the following week. And because it is a public hearing, it doesn't have to be on the night of a school committee. But I would suggest we just put it off to the next week, which would be March 2nd, 7 to 8.
So, can you say that again? I'm sorry.
March 2nd, 7 to 8
March
p.m.
2nd, 7 to 8,
p.m.
here,
Here.
okay. And
Hopefully
that's-
by then we'll have at least a fleshed out enough budget that we can get some input from the community on the 2nd, and then the following week, when we have the regularly scheduled school committee meeting, we can decide whether to adjust it, keep it the same way, or what do we do, what do we send down to the town as our proposed budget. Want to make sure that people say, geez, the 2nd is not good, 2nd's good.
We're
I don't
meeting
know.
on the 9th, and we
Right.
don't meet the week before that, right? That's school vacation?
The 23rd, that's why we brought up the calendar last week. And with that change, I went back and looked at the timeline, and that would have to be adjusted.
That's good.
Does that work?
Works for me.
Okay, so we will adjust that. The other thing that I would bring as new business is just that as we go through the policies, some of the sections are fairly thick. I've suggested to the subcommittee for policies that we add another meeting. We'll be looking for another meeting somewhere between now and the end of next month, so hopefully we can do section C, because we didn't quite get to it. So we can do section C out of sequence, which should have been done this month. We'll probably end up doing it next month, plus C and D next month. So I just wanted to put that out there in case somebody's really, really wanting to come to our subcommittees and want to hear about the policies.
What date did you say?
We haven't picked
You
a
haven't picked
date.
it, but you want to schedule
But,
an extra?
Yeah, just to
Okay.
let people know that
Okay, just-
section C will be done probably sometime next month, once we
Very good.
pick it up.
Anything else from anyone? How about the public? Anyone in the public? Okay. Then, can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.